In this video, I've got 10 reasons why you might want to choose a Panasonic GH5 over a Vlog upgraded Panasonic G9 running the latest firmware version 2.0. So the first thing is focus peaking. Now yes, both cameras do have focus peaking, but the GH5's is actually a little cleaner and more accurate than the G9's, which under low light can exhibit more of those little sparklies that make it difficult to see what's actually in focus. The second thing is focus transitions, and this is a feature on the GH5 where you can store up to 3 focus position memories and have the camera electronically rack focus between them precisely, smoothly and reliably. And the third thing is 4K live cropping. And in this mode, you can have the camera simulate a slider move in camera. Select the duration of the movement, either 20 or 40 seconds, position the 2 boxes over parts of the scene to determine the amount of movement that takes place, and then let the camera do the rest. The resulting video will be saved in 1080p. Number 4 is shutter angles. In video, your shutter speed determines the amount of motion blur in your scene, and for a natural look, your shutter speed should be set to double your frame rate. Now without the shutter angle feature, every time you change your frame rate, you'd have to change your shutter speed too. But with it, you can just set the shutter angle to 180 degrees and forget about it. So number 5 is Synchro Scan, and this feature allows you to make very fine adjustments to the shutter angle. So if you're filming perhaps an old CRT tube or under old fluorescent lights that flicker at a strange rate, you can synchronize the camera's scan rates with those devices, eliminating the strobing effect that can otherwise occur. Number 6 is the LCD display, which actually is a little larger and quite a bit higher resolution than the one found in the G9. Number 7 is Anamorphic mode. Now in normal mode, the GH5 records a 16:9 aspect ratio film from within a 4:3 sensor, so it's not using the top and bottom portions of the sensor. When anamorphic mode is engaged, the camera does use the full height of the sensor. You can use the extra image height to reframe a 16:9 film in post-production. This approach is known as open gate. And secondly, it opens up the possibility of using anamorphic lenses with a 2x horizontal squeeze. Now that's a complicated topic, probably best explained in another video, but in short, you gain extra width in addition to that extra height, and gain some unique optical characteristics that gives it a more cinematic look. Number 8 is compatibility with Panasonic's XLR1 audio module. This handy little box attaches to and draws power from the camera's hot shoe and facilitates the connection of 2 separate XLR microphones with phantom power and independent channel level control. As a side note, it's still possible to connect 2 microphones without it, as shown in one of my previous videos, but it's not as tidy or convenient and requires self-powered or dynamic microphones to work. Number 9 is the GH5's high data rate, 400 megabits per second, 10-bit, 4K, all intra-frame recording codec. This actually lightens the load on your computer and provides exceptional quality, especially where there's some movement in your scene. It does, however, require quite expensive SD cards to work, so bear that in mind. And number 10, of course, is that you can record for an unlimited period of time on the GH5, as long as you have enough power and storage capacity to keep going. But you probably already knew that. So that's it. 10 reasons why the GH5 is still a better camera for video than the G9, even after firmware 2.0 and when the G9 has received Vlog and the waveform monitor. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it the old thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more from me concerning film and sound production gear and tutorials, then please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.